Hello everyone. Welcome to an introductory video of the Southern Scrap Bucket channel here. I just want to take a few minutes and talk about the channel and maybe get you interested in coming back and seeing some more of the videos that will be produced. Kind of got this idea because of the pandemic. Decided to try. I had time on my hands after work, not going anywhere because everything's closed. So I said, why don't I just try and do a YouTube channel? And then kind of did a few videos, and I haven't done much. They're just practice videos. And got into scrapping some metal again after some of the lockdown stuff ended. And I got to thinking, well, why don't I do some scrap videos? Because I know a little bit about it. And I try to scrap pretty regular, so maybe I can share some insight from my vantage point. Also saw where there are a bunch of other folks that go out and do scrap videos too, and I thought maybe I could do it for a little while. Bad piece of wire. So I have been scrapping on and off since I was in late high school. Got into it just to see what it was like. And then in college I used it to make some gas money and hamburger money and things like that. And then on and off since then, just kind of, ooh, I've got some wire saved up, I'll throw it in a bucket or something and we'll carry it down to the scrapyard. And about a year or two ago, about 2 years ago now, know a guy I've done some work for, whatever you want to call it. And he had a bunch of scrap metal. And I said, hey, what do you do with all this? He said, right now, nothing. And I said, well, if I start hauling it off for you, can I have some of it? Some of the proceeds from it, I guess you could say. He said, if you'll haul it off, you can have whatever you haul off. So I said, I'll do that. So I started hauling off wire and brass, electric motors, stainless steel, just to, you know, put a little extra money in my pocket. And the first year I did it, it was more of what can we do? How does this work for me? And then kind of figured out that copper, brass, aluminum, stainless, whatever, all that good stuff won't always be there. But he had plenty of steel, so I started moving steel. And so got the truck, started moving steel, cutting steel, things like that. Had to figure out how to do it and things like that. And so pandemic kind of hit, and that slowed me down because I was doing it at the early part of the pandemic, and then they said, nope, got to stay in place, we don't want anybody traveling. So that was nice, and I sat in place for a while. And then the restrictions got lifted for us, and I went back to scrapping. And I wanted to do that because I enjoy it. I like to stay busy. So went back to scrapping on I guess on a larger scale. Not really giving dollar figures. I increased my scrap output this year between picking up some equipment to do it with and using a truck more. I increased my output by about 300%, I think, if I'm doing the math right in my head, in what I'm, gross pay. So we're coming into the new year. I'm hoping I can do better with that. So just to be honest, the dollar figures aren't really great, but now that I'm kind of looking at things differently and figuring out how to do it better, I'm hoping to, actually do some work with it and do some good with it. If this YouTube channel ever takes off, I'm planning to try and do a lot of good with it. I'm hoping, and I'll mention this in one of my other videos, I'll talk about trying to recycle standard batteries like you would see, AA, AAA, things like that. I saw, thanks to YouTube and the people that helped sponsor the show originally, I saw a show where they talked about a company up north that recycles batteries, and you buy a container from them, boxes or buckets depending on your budget, and you load it up with your batteries, power tool batteries, cell phone batteries, laptop batteries, whatever, and you can send them back to the company and they recycle them. You buy the box or bucket, and they're not cheap, but I want to do some of that. I thought, well, I recycle all this other stuff, let me recycle that. So if this ever takes off, that'll be good, and we can try and do some good with that. Plus a number of other organizations. But we'll see. But in these videos, you'll see me working with motors and copper wires. You can see now. Just copper bits, pieces of pipe, things like that. Brass, stainless steel, aluminum, galvanized pipe. I do a lot with galvanized pipe. Got some video with that already. Steel plate, aluminum sheet, just various things. And I've got you'll understand this later on, I do a lot with shred steel, which is basically you don't know what's all in it, and some of it's got paint on it, and some of it's just not great steel, or it's really thin steel and things like that. And I deal a lot with that. I do a lot of cleanup with that. So I hope you'll stick around as we get into this and be a part of things. And I hope you enjoy things. I'm just sitting here goofing off at night. So I figured if I can sit around and goof off at night working on this stuff, I could probably do something to make the world a little better. So that's the goal of all this, is do a little bit to make the world a little bit better. Thank you.